Coming towards you!
Yep. Here he comes.
Woohoo!
Oh, wow.
Have a look.
And that's what they're talking about. That is incredible. The Yungal look much further past the physical characteristics of this land. To them, it's family. It holds emotion. And as quickly as it gives, if you upset it, it can turn against you. Hostility and beauty run side by side out here. No other area in Arnhem Land personifies this more than Port Bradshaw. The white of the sands and the light blue of the water that paint this place are almost a decoy for its dangers, and none more so than the many crocodiles that roam this area. Having spent time in this land, Simo and I understand its risks and its rewards. One of those rewards is the out-of-this-world fishing, and we've been told of a beach around here that is as visually spectacular as anywhere on Earth, and it has the fishing to match. And that's why we just have to take our chances in finding and fishing the blue beach of Dunia. So we're heading into a really spectacularly beautiful outstation called Dunia.
It's a really remote and small outstation. Population here varies from about 7 at the low times up to maybe 30 odd.
People,
Yeah.
It actually is the homelands of one of the most influential Aboriginal leaders in Australia, Galero Yunupingu, so it's his hometown. But also, amongst the beauty around here is some serious dangers. It's home to some of the biggest saltwater crocodiles in the territory. And we're here to meet Eddie.
Here he is. Eddie Gumbler.
Eddie Gumbler, there
Mate
he
of
is.
mine. I used to work with Eddie.
Oh,
Good morning, boys.
Eddie.
Eddie. What's happening, mate?
Good to see you, Ed.
I've been hunting.
We heard that there was a big burrow here last night, crocodile.
Yes,
Yeah,
yes.
been coming here for the last couple of days, someone said.
Yes, it's a big track of barrel over there.
You want to show us over there? Yo,
Come on. Sure.
croc track right here.
Track, barrel's track
Yo, last night?
last night, and it's real big,
Mm-hmm.
long. So this is the barrel track. Went right up.
A couple of years ago, a young boy got taken. Is that right, Ed?
Yeah, that's right. The young boy was taken. There was a heap of young kids playing, and the crocs was lying down on this water here.
Just on the darker edge there?
On the dark edge, yes. The tide was real high. They couldn't see the croc was inside waiting for them. So when the kids come out, try to come out, the croc got up and dragged the kids to the shore,
To the shore.
and then he bit this little boy and
Yo.
took him away.
How far?
Far on the river, go through the river to the mangroves.
And you could see the boy in the crocodile's mouth.
Mouth, yeah.
And did you had no boats to chase?
No boat, anything.
So people were watching that happen.
Watching it happen.
And throwing spears.
Spears, anything. Chasing out half of the in the middle of the ocean, come back,
Swimming.
swimming.
People were trying to swim to
Swim,
save
yeah.
the kid.
Try to save this kid, but we couldn't. All his family was here.
Watching.
Yes, watching.
Tragedy.
Okay, so we're having a chat to Eddie, and he was suggesting that there's a really nice hunting spot for giant trevally, or as they say, noikal around here, down across the sand dunes, and there's a long beach down there somewhere.
So the next couple of days we're going to be self-sufficient, so that's why we're loading everything up here, and we're just going to get Eddie to take us across this creek via our boat and drop us on the other side. And he says it's about 3 or 4 hours hiking until we get to this beach. So we're going to meet Eddie in a few minutes behind us here on the beach, and he's going to skip us over, and then yeah, we're running solo for a couple of days.
Pretty good.
Yep.
Boys, yes, come on, let's push this boat. Go
Let's do
quickly
this.
to the other side.
Yo,
All
jump
right,
in, Ed.
You jump in, buddy.
Yo,
We're just going down there, Ed? Is that where?
You know, that's where we're going. See that point over there?
Righto.
So I'll drop you over there. and then I'm gonna come back again.
Simo, you got the legs for that, mate?
I might need Eddie to carry me.
Eddie, thank you so much. You've been so generous.
Cheers, mate. Thanks again.
Alrighty.
See you next time, mate.
Yo, okay, I'll just to remind you boys to be careful, look after for jellyfish,
Yeah.
crocodiles, also for buffaloes and king brown snakes.
King Brown here. Okay, King Brown's around here.
King browns around here.
Oh, thanks for putting that in my head, Ed.
Sounds lovely.
Buffalo track straight away here. Jeez, that's big.
Good start.
Not too keen on those King Brown. That wasn't in the brochure. One nil. 1-0 to Simpson. King Brown bluff. That's a dangerous one. Apparently we just got to keep heading that way.
Oh, water.
Yeah, this looks pretty fishable country. We need some dinner. So we're going to pull out the rods over there, eh?
That looks a bit deeper on that point there.
Yeah.
I'll have a crack there.
Yes, there we go, dinner sorted.
That is a cracking coral trout, caught in about half a metre of water. Rated by many as the best table fish in the Northern Territory. I'm in full concurrence with that. That is glorious.
Beauty. This is another croc. It's come up here, that's his tail. And it looks like another one here. Gone up into that valley here. So we might look for a camp, I suppose. Maybe up there. Yeah?
Bit of higher ground up there, right?
Yeah. Yeah, definitely want to camp high around here with all this croc activity and buff activity, according to Eddie.
Maybe on some rock somewhere. The buffs aren't so good at going between the crevices of a rock. That's not their forte, so
Yeah, King Browns. That's,
I think that is the King Brown's forte, though.
oh,
Hartney.
whoa.
Hartney.
There it is. There it is. The
Oh.
promised land. Oh, wow.
Have a look.
That is incredible. That is incredible.
Look at that reef.
Wow. Look at the fun we can have just in here, the spearing. This is incredible.
Mate.
And that's what they're talking about. Long Beach, that is miles of untouched white sand beach.
Doesn't stop.
We had put ourselves in a good position to hunt these waters tomorrow. We were going to split the day in two. A morning spearfishing the coral reef and an afternoon fishing the blue beach in search of giant trevally. Some girls and boys from the outstation might be passing by later on to collect some fish from us for the community. A common gesture around Arnhem Land, a chance to thank the families for its hospitality. The Yungal are generous with their time and knowledge of their country. They just ask that you treat them and their land with equal respect. This is a philosophy they have exercised for hundreds of years of successful international trading along these shores.
Look at the colours there.
Look how many fish are there.
Mate, this is going to be good. So the reef edge is about 100 metres out there, I reckon. 100
Yeah.
metres out there, and we know it's going to be productive because this beach, this massive beach, should be 10 k's, and this is the first obstacle that all of the nutrients and all of the bait fish hit after that beach. So we reckon it's going to be a Very exciting.
But we know there's a lot of crocodiles around here, obviously because of the, the stories of the community, and we've seen croc tracks everywhere on the hike here. But because the water is so clear and the sand is so white and it's so shallow around here, we're going to get a fair look at any crocs before they come anywhere near us. So we're fairly confident on that front.
Have a good look, Morgs. Good look for crocs before getting in.
Copy that.
This is going to be fun.
Such a great feeling being down there. You get a lot of mixed emotions because on one hand you're really excited because you're hoping around every rock that there's another fish that you could possibly spear and eat. But on the other hand, you've got this constant feeling of fear that around that next bend could be an animal above you on the food chain. So there's this constantly fluctuating emotions under there, but it's what makes it special, I suppose. We're not always down there just to kill. We only shoot what we're going to eat, but more than anything, it's just really a beautiful environment to be under because you can see so much more marine life than you can by being on top in a boat, and you get so much more insight into how to actually fish above water because you get more an understanding of how fish behave, where they actually sit, and so it's outside of looking for something to shoot and eat, it's just a great way to explore what lies beneath and to make you a better fisherman above water. I thought I was going to be the star of the show with nailing that jack, and Simo's come up trumps.
That's a little,
even better eating fish.
That's a little painted crayfish. Beautiful coloration on him. Not a very big one, but lovely eating. I just grabbed him with my hand. They back himself into a corner and use all these horns as defences and the big feelers to feel any prey. But once they're up in a corner and they can't go any further, you can just reach in there and grab them if you've got a good pair of gloves.
That's dinner, really. Spearfish this area here, and I've just seen a croc about 100 metres offshore, and he's being really coy because he's coming up for about 3 or 4 seconds. He can see us obviously, and then going back down, and that's how crocs behave. They just don't like to be seen. Their greatest predatory weapon is their patience and their stealth. So that's literally 100 metres away from where we're spearing. So that's how cautious you've got to be. Anyway, it's a bit spooky. Oh wow.
Have a look.
That is incredible. Well, this is the beach that Eddie told us about. This is the very start of the long beach we could see from our vantage point from our camp. And this is the place that hopefully we're going to run into a few GTs.
Local name is Noikal. There's actually a footy team named after the GT. That's how much they're treasured amongst the local Yungal community.
And this beach looks perfect for fly fishing in particular because it's nice and shallow and the water's very clear, and perhaps we can sight fish the trevally.
I'll be using the spin gear and Morgs will be on fly. Morgs loves the challenge.
So let's do it.
Let's do it. To us it looks like a beautiful placid seascape, but underneath here there's a maelstrom of predatory activity and fleeing happening all the time. The terrestrial analogy would be an African savanna where these big GTs are coming down one at a time and marauding, chasing the mullet, which might be your antelope or your buffalo, that are just fleeing all the time. So what looks placid here is incredibly active under the water.
Don't know.
There's a school of fish there, 20 metres in front of Morgs. You can see him on the surface. Big GTs are coming down.
Okay, got him.
Oh, lovely Morgs, I love it. I love it.
No,
Yep. Here he comes. And again.
go Simo. Hit him with the marabou. Oh, he's gone.
Coming towards you.
Yep, got him. Yep, there we go. Whoa, 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 whoa.
Coming in there. There he goes, there's Morgs' fish there.
I lost him.
Oh no. Yep, I got him. I got the same one. Same one. He is a hungry fish. My goodness. That was the one that was just in Morgs, hooked up.
There's another one right here too.
It doesn't worry him that he had it. Didn't worry him that he just had a hook in his mouth.
Simo, I'm gonna have to grab another fly out. Oh, there he is, eh?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to grab another fly out of your pocket. What happened? You just hooked him.
Oh, I missed the school. The school were in front of this fella. As soon as you broke off, I saw him do that run that when he broke you off.
Trouble.
And then landed right in
Got
front
the
of him.
shakes. Hang on. Let him go. Loose and drag. Look at that, another one there.
Whoa, shark. Look at that shark feeding on something just here.
It's all action here.
Oh no. Ah, he's just shaking me. So what happened? I thought that hook was set. That flayed into a fight, but basically all he did, come straight towards me, open his mouth, and the hook was dislodged just through my pressure on it. Damn it. Yes, Morgs. Yes, mate. Wider.
Simo's just identified something. Coming my way. Go down in front. Oh yeah, I got him. There we go.
Yes, Morgs.
Woohoo! Well, not huge. Here you go, Simo.
I got jellyfish on my ankle over there too, Morgs.
Did you?
Luckily we got the
Yeah,
luckily we got the tights on.
that's right. The reason why we're wearing these ridiculous tights at the moment, as you can see, is that there are jellyfish in here too. Not a huge one, but it is what they call a giant trevally.
These guys grow to this size in 2 years and they're swimming constantly, so they're expending so much energy, they've got to be feeding the whole time. Basically, if you ever see a trevally, he's always hungry.
Beauty.
Finally. Nice one.
Beauty. We'll have a beer later.
Shark, look at that. Uh-oh.
Well, we just released old mate trevally, and unfortunately we've just seen a shark come and eat him straight away. That's what happens as soon as there's an injured fish around this area. He's a goner because there's so many predators. Always a bigger fish. Always a bigger fish.
So we've just had a little front just coming along, and it's quietened the wind right down. It's been delightful. It's been blowing onshore all day, and that front has just helped us a little bit.
And this is a decent trevally. A patch of them just came through, about 10 of them, really close. And I literally just flipped my fly right in front of him, and the first one took it.
Whoa, jeez, that's a meter. Oh, yeah. This is such a significant fish to the yungle because it comes into the shallows like where Morg's caught it. You can spear it quite easily, which is the preferred hunting method. And look at the size of it. It feeds a family, can feed, you know, a couple of families. So it's such a valuable fish around here.
And he's given all he can to that battle. If I just released him like this, he'd just be a shark lolly, basically. So you just got to give him a bit of time to recuperate before you send him back into that pretty predatory world out there. Come on, buddy. There he goes.
Well done. Make up for it. Choc top.
I salute you, sir.
So it's not uncommon for yungle to name their children after places or areas or animals, and this little fella's named Noikal. The English version is giant trevally or whatever we were chasing today.
That sort of says something about the significance of the relationship between the animals and the land and the Aboriginals. They don't really separate themselves like we do. I'd love to be called giant trevally.
I think you'd be better called mullet.
Cod. Sardine. There are hundreds of different ways you can cook crayfish, but the simplest way is to just knock halves of them. The easiest way to do that is just grab their head, and it's just a simple twist of that, and you pull them out like that. And that should take the meat out of them. Cut down, cut down, cut down, and if you've got a finer knife, which I do happen to have on this little guy, you can just sort of neatly slice down the middle like that. And there you go, you got a lovely half tail of crayfish. Anyway, let's eat.
But I might just lose my mind on my shirt.